guys. Welcome to my commentary on Gotham City Impostors. I'm going to show you guys my favorite little class. Call him the support class. That's what he does. He supports people, but don't let the name fool you. He gets plenty of kills just as much. The best tactic for this class isn't to fight the enemy straight on. You really want to find the highest point possible, whichever you can, just by map awareness, try playing the game over and over, learning where the high points are. In time, you'll know just where to go every single time. And in this video, you can see exactly where I go, and it really helps. And it really helps me out, and it does seem to work out in my favor, as you can see in this gameplay here. So as most support classes in most kind of games, you always want to stay as far away from the enemy as possible, yet at the same time being proactive for your team, whether it's healing your teammates or whether it's doing damage. You want to be able to stay alive as much as you can in this class. Because as powerful as it may be, it really isn't a directly a main slay kind of class. A killer class, slayer class, whatever you want to call it. I like using the grappling hook as opposed to any other transportation because it allows you to get anywhere you want to. I mean, aside from the jetpack, this is one of the best ways to get anywhere on the map quickly and effectively. So what I'm using right now is Wallflower. So no enemy scanners or anything like that can detect me. It lets me plan out all my moves without being detected and having it ruined. So I get to be able to be stealthy, and at the same time that works offensively and defensively. I pop into the scene, do some damage, they don't know where I'm at first, or holding down a spot, they don't know where I'm defending the scene, and I can do as much damage as possible before dying. I love this nail gun because it does tremendous amounts of damage and it has enough ammo to kill virtually any class out there, no matter how tanky they may be. You know, aside from that, it's got some pretty good range too, because as you can see, a lot of guns fall out from their damage reduces when you hit targets at an increasingly farther range. So as you can see, I'm always trying to stay up high, as high as possible. And it's great because, well heck, nobody can see where I am. I'm able to put out as much damage as possible before I'm taken out. High ground allows me to have the best advantage for the rockets, making that splash damage work at its best. I chose, of all the Rampages, I chose the Hawk one, the one that is basically a radar. Because why not be the best way to be a support player than have that as your Rampage, showing where all the enemies are on the map. It's one of the best ones to use in my opinion as well, because you can use it anytime possible. It's not like the other Rampages where you have to wait for whether you should use the defense one or whether you should use the offense one, the painkiller. In this one, once you get it, you can use it, and it's going to be beneficial no matter what for your team. And a little side tip, when you guys are in close range like that, duck. It does a lot for you, because they're expecting to get you from the torso up. But when you duck, most of the time, you're going to be completely fine, they're going to miss, they're going to be caught off guard, because most people don't duck in this game. So it's a good little tip there, for to survive as many encounters as you possibly can. But you have to always do whatever you can to survive any encounter. You never know when the other guy's gonna mess up. Every little bit counts. I did something stupid here. This place is already fortified. I have no help whatsoever. So I just think I can take this guy out, which is clearly not gonna work. I guess I wasn't thinking at all. So I get around 45 assists in this game, and the majority of those assists are attained through the radar that you get in the game. The best part about using the radar, or the best way to use that radar, is whenever you're putting it down, always put it in a corner. If you're in a room, put it in a corner. If you're out in the open, put it somewhere discreet. Never put it out in the middle, because that's when an accidental rocket or explosive can destroy your radar. The second thing about radars is you want to be able to put it in a high congested combat area. Meaning just wherever most people are coming from. Whether you're going to use it defensively, offensively, place it in that enemy traffic, so to speak. So if you don't pick up the kill, someone else will, and you'll get 100 points targeting assist. And if you get a shot off of them, you'll get that 50-point assist, which is great with the rocket launcher. The next point is the rocket launcher and how effective it is. It's almost like a sniper in its sense, in that when some weapons lose their effectiveness from long range, it never loses effectiveness. The only way that you can lose its effectiveness is by the splash damage not being close enough to the enemy, where it'll do some partial damage right there. You can see the damages are always varying, but the usual splash damage, the best splash damage you can get is a 45. If they don't have the proper perks, of course. So as I was saying, I lost myself. The rocket launcher is a great tool because when you are the support, you're always staying back. You're always trying to put as much damage as you want. And and when you're doing, the best way to do that is with the rocket launcher, because you could be in a discrete location like this and you could be pumping out damage, weakening them for your teammates to clean up those kills, constantly putting a barrage of shots down them. If you're watching a hallway, you won't even have to see the enemy to be doing damage to them. You just shoot rocks on the ground where they are in that hallway, and boom, boom, you're doing damage. And heck, it's so easy. You don't even have to really aim to hit them. You just have to aim in the general direction. Boom, hit him, kill him. And the only times when you want to use that rocket launcher is when you do have the upper ground. Because when you're elevated, you have a higher chance to hit the ground at the enemy's feet to do damage and kill them. Or hurt them. As strong as rockets may be, it's logical that the rockets would be getting a lot of kills. However, it's not the case. The rockets don't do enough damage to kill most players. 3 rockets on the ground, if you're relatively accurate, can kill the lightweight character. However, all other characters will require you to reload. So if there's a little lightweight ninja, the slim guy, invisible, running around you, just shoot around him, 3 shots near the floor, and most likely he's gonna die. It's a good ninja repellent. But as I said, the rocket launcher is not a killing device. How much I could do there.
Was that too rough for you?
Alright, as you can see, I'm putting my radar in a place where the enemy's going to be. I mean, when you're in doubt, put the radar exactly where the fumigator is, or around it. You're most likely going to get some assists. I seldom go for the fumigator itself. I tend to stay back and let my teammates do it, because I'm more effective by doing damage to enemies and having my teammates kill them. Because, as I said, I'm not very effective at killing people with this weapon set. The nail gun is my only killing weapon, however its slow reload time makes it very hard to keep an effective onslaught on the enemy when I'm going in offensively. It's basically a last resort kind of weapon that serves as a long-range killing device.
Next time, I'll lead.
Alright, when it's sudden death in this game, when you're on fumigation, you always want to have 2 objectives. If you don't have it, you're mostly dead. But thankfully, because we have such a great lead, losing our second fumigator wasn't as bad because we were able to retain another one. Look at that damage output. Taking out big guys when normally some guns won't be able to do that. Ooh, that was a good shot.
Night. Don't wet the bed.
See? Throwing the radar in the corner. I don't know if I explained why putting it in the corner is such a good idea. It's just because it won't be caught an accidental. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe and like, and I'll make another one. You guys have a good day.